The show comes to you live from the Mile High City in Coors Field. Today, a matchup out of the National League West between the LA Dodgers and the Colorado Rockies. Major League Baseball on MLB Network is next. Kyle Freeland will be on the mound for the Rocks. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Former first-round pick from the Denver area. This guy has really good stuff. I think he's more of a bulldog. Good fastball, 92 to 94 miles an hour. Good hard slider. That's his main go-to pitch. But you talk to anybody around this guy that knows him, he's the ultimate competitor. One of the top young left-handed pitchers in the game right now.
At the plate, Chris Taylor. He will lead this one off today. First pitch coming. Here it is. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
The windup and the 0-1. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Fouled away. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. Time now to check out the lineup for the visiting Dodgers. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, I know these guys love what Justin Turner brings to their offense. Go look at the numbers. He hit over .310 last year and was consistent most of the year. I'm looking forward to him having another solid campaign.
Ready now, Max Muncy. Lifetime against this particular arm. He's hitless in 6 tries. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The high fastball is in there. Freeland has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down and away.
And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
Hard hit ball to short. Throw to Murphy's in time, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting third, the third baseman, Justin Turner.
Next for the Dodgers, Justin Turner. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the first pitch to him. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Here it comes. And he struck him out. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. It's the Dodgers nothing. Rockies stepping in at the plate. Just underway. Next on MLB Network. Hyunjin Ryu is on the mound for the Dodgers in this contest. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, You don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3. But if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Rockies, the right fielder, Charlie.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Back goes Pollock to the track. And just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
One pitch, one swing of the bat, and they've got a man in scoring position just like that. On the mound, he's probably happy it stayed in the yard. He jumped all over the first thing he saw and almost got to round the bases.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. His past history with Hyunjin Ryu, he's gone 2 for 8. He also has 1 home run. First offering on its way. High in the air down the right field line. Verdugo on the move, and he makes the catch in the corner. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away. With that, here's a look at the Rockies lineup card for this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Yeah, keep an eye on Charlie Blackmon. In his career against this starting pitcher, he's got a batting average of over 350. That's not ridiculous, but it does mean he's had some really good at-bats against him in the past. So we'll see if he continues to see the ball well against this pitcher in this one.
So a runner at third here with 1 gone. And into bat next will be the outfielder David Dahl. First pitch on its way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. The 0-1 on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pollock has a read on it. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ballgame.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And in next, it'll be the perennial MVP candidate, third baseman Nolan Arenado. First pitch of the at-bat. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
Clean slate on the base pass after that sac fly a minute ago, so now's the time to be aggressive with these hitters. Go right after them and try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
Left center, base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Murphy.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. He swings and lines it to left, and he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Stepping in, Cody Bellinger. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Number 35, Cody Bellinger.
Now the pitch. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
You know, D-Roll, Patty Johnson, decent strike zone, but isn't always super consistent. I think that's one of the things that irritates players and pitchers.
Yeah, you're going to see a few glares, not only from the offensive guys, but maybe the guy on the mound as well. He needs to be a little bit more consistent.
The 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Locks him up for strike 3.
All right, guys, so here's how the Colorado Rockies set up defensively. And, guys, can we lock in on the Gold Glover at third base? I've played this position. You got to do so many things. I mean, you have to have just the quickest hands, reacting on one-hop liners. You have to have the ability to take away the bunt, a la Adrian Beltre and Nolan Arenado. You better have a backhand, and not only that, you better have a strong throwing arm.
First delivery to him on the way. There's a two-seam fastball that's fought off, foul off to the right. One out, nobody on. Could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. And that will be the first base hit of the ball game for the Dodgers.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Here's Corey Seager. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Comes set with the 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Pollock, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Hit down the third baseline. Arenado's got it. Oh, look at Arenado. To second for 1, on to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
The right fielder, Alex Verdugo.
Stepping into the box, Alex Verdugo, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Here's the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
You know that nasty changeup's lurking right here. If I'm in the batter's box, I have to tell myself to stay back. I have to take pull side out of the equation, or that changeup's going to beat me.
A runner on first with 2 away. Grounded down the third baseline. Arenado has it on to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 1 left for LA. They still trail 1-0. Here's Ryan McMahon now. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Ryan McMahon.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Starts him out with a cutter, and he gets him to swing through it. 1 strike.
The center fielder, Desmond.
So striding in, Ian Desmond. His past history with Hyunjin Ryu, he's 1 for 4. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Oh, break out the tape measure. That one is long gone. A 2-run shot that time for Ian Desmond. And the Rockies have now taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, there's an old saying that the harder you throw, the farther it goes. How about this? Good fastball, and this ball is absolutely tattooed. See you later.
Stepping in now, number 58.
Number 58.
Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right, and that is off the wall in right field. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. But it's backed up well, so luckily there will be no advance.
Looks like the pitching coach is going to come out and have a word with him. Don't like to see that in the second inning, but once he makes sure he's okay physically, I'm sure it'll be just words of encouragement the rest of the way.
In now, Kyle Freeland. And we'll see how they play it here. The sacrifice may be in order with nobody out. First delivery to him on the way. Liner toward right center. And that'll get down out there. Long throw to the plate. And he is safe at the plate. It's now a 4-0 game.
Boy, that's an aggressive send there, D-Lo, because this outfielder has a very strong throwing arm.
Yeah, and when you're sitting in the hitter's meeting, that's stuff they go over. So every base runner is on notice, knowing that this guy's got one of the strongest arms in the league, but they challenged him, and it worked.
Into the box now, Charlie Blackmon. Line drive to center field. Pollock has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Los Angeles Dodgers. The guy I want to spot shadow today is Cody Bellinger. Versatility is his game. The bat plays no matter where he hits in a lineup, but a guy who can play Gold Glove first base and move to the outfield.
So a runner at first with one man gone, and in to hit next the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. From the belt, the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Wow, his manager must have a lot of faith in him, and I'm not sure why. He's given up 5 hits in this inning alone, and it doesn't look like it's going to come to an end anytime soon.
Standing in, David Dahl picked up an RBI on a sac fly in his first appearance. Has a look, now the pitch. A bouncer to the left side, scooped up. There's one on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning, 2 on this 2-run home run. We've played 2. It's now 4-0 Colorado. Now in the box, number 16, and they've got some work to do early on, down 4-0 already.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Just got the corner that time with a fastball, strike two. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. The next 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Dahl is there, and he has it for the out.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, number 99, Hyunjin Ryu.
So here's the Dodgers pitcher, Hyunjin Ryu. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is foul right side. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And the pitch. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Standing in now, Chris Taylor. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Taylor behind, 0-2 the count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Dodgers down in order. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Ready for another chance? Nolan Arenado. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
First offering on its way. Hot shot on the ground is short, and he'll have himself a leadoff single as this is through into left.
And they start the third inning the way they finished off the first 2, doing damage. As we take a look at his numbers, you can see they've had his numbers since the first pitch. If he doesn't buckle down soon, he might have a short outing here.
Now at the plate, Daniel Murphy. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Skied into straightaway right. Verdugo waits on it. 1 away.
The batter, the second baseman, Ryan.
So 1 away now in the Colorado third. And Ryan McMahon digs into bat next. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Slow curveball, like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike two.
Well, we know what this guy's approach is. He's looking to go absolutely deep right here. I don't see him getting anything over the heart of the plate.
Hit in the air out to straightaway left field. Taylor is there. 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Ian Desmond.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Ian Desmond. He hit a 2-run jack in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, that last at-bat, that was a pretty good pitch. A fastball down and away that he went out and hooked and pulled it. So if I'm on the mound right now, I'm going to have to think about throwing one up and in and standing this guy up to make that outside corner not as appealing. Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
Stepping up now, number 58. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Swing and a liner. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Into the box, Kyle Freeland. Popped straight up. Taylor coming on. He's got it, and they get out of the jam unscathed. Rockies leave them loaded, but they're in front 4-0. Next up for Los Angeles, Max Muncy. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
Max Muncy.
Here comes the first pitch. And a bouncing ball, foul. Muncy is one of the very few left-handed bats that displays a lot of power against left-handed pitching. He drives the ball well in these matchups, which simply has not been the case very often in baseball.
Yeah, and I think it all starts with his front shoulder. I mean, so many times you see left-on-left matchups, and what is it? Slider in the dirt, fastball that lights up a left-handed batter. Not with this guy. He keeps his approach short, keeps that front shoulder tucked, and plays with the big part of the field.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Stepping in now, Justin Turner. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Hit hard on the ground at first. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
We take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
So a runner on first with 1 out now, and that brings in the former National League Rookie of the Year, Cody Bellinger. Has a look, now the pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down in the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over.
Into the box now, A.J. Pollock. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. 1 for 1 after a single this first time up. He couldn't catch up with the gas that time.
This is what every pitcher likes to have, Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on the defensive side in multiple ways. You can go fastball up, you can go breaking ball down. One of the keys, getting ahead, and he's done a very good job of that so far.
Stepping up to the plate, Corey Seager comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. Turner over at second. Bellinger on at first with 2 down. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. Dodgers strand a couple. They trail here 4-0. To the top of the lineup, stepping in, Charlie Blackmon. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground to the right. Muncy from the outfield grass. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Ready for another shot now. Trevor Story, a fly out and a single for him so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Drilled right back up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Yeah, and you can take a look at his numbers here. With that 1-out single, he's flirting with a little trouble here again. You'd like to see him find a way to get out of this inning and battle for another inning or so, but you also don't want him to give up a big number.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Verdugo back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. Now at the plate, Nolan Arenado. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. He's set, and the pitch. High pop up. Bellinger is under it, and that retires the side. Welcome back to Coors Field in Denver as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far, and he told me that they have to find a way to be more patient at the plate. It's been a struggle for them to get anything going, and he said they just seem way too anxious right now. The numbers back that up, too. They've swung at the first pitch more than 70% of the time in this game, so their focus going forward is to be a little bit more relaxed and willing to let the at-bats come to them. Matt?
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Alex Verdugo.
And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
Line shot to first, and there's one away.
The batter, number 16.
Digging in, number 16. He flew out in his last at-bat. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line drive to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
David Freese will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
David Freese.
Hard ground ball to third. Throw to Murphy will take care of him, and that'll end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. They're down 4-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Rockies skipper Bud Black between innings, specifically about his club's offensive output to this point. And he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. They've obviously got a double-digit total in the hits column, but perhaps just as impressive is that they've not struck out a single time today. That's about as rare as it gets in today's sport. So they have a lot to feel good about right now, Matt.
Your attention, please.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Now
Ross Stripling, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound.
Stripling.
In now for Colorado, Daniel Murphy. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Daniel Murphy.
Here comes the first pitch. On the ground to the right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
The batter, number 24, second baseman, Ryan
Into the
McMahon.
box, Ryan McMahon, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Right side, but it's well foul. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. This is pulled into right. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Now batting, the center fielder, Ian.
Coming to the plate now, Ian Desmond. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run. First pitch of the at-bat. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back goes Taylor at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Now
he had a really long way to go to
58.
make that great running catch, and here it is again with the show track data. He planned his route very well, showed off the wheels, and ended up covering almost 130 feet to finally track it down. Look for that one on the highlight reels later on. In now, number 58. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. The 0-1. Popped him up. Number 16 moving to his left. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Digging in, Kyle Freeland.
Kyle Freeland.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Chasing after it is Verdugo. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the. Now back to the top of the Dodgers order, digging in, Chris Taylor. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered one hit to the top three guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Behind 0-2 now. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And he will run this one down, moving to his left, and that's the second out of the inning.
The third baseman, Justin Turner.
At the plate, Justin Turner. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Here comes the first pitch. Strike one to start the at-bat. No runs, 3 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Hey, we have to commend him right here. 1 out away from grinding through 6 strong innings against one of the better lineups in the game.
And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Dodgers down in order. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Charlie Blackmon. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a drive. To get that one, you'll need a 50-foot ladder to make the catch. A no-doubt home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And the Rockies are opening things up now. It's a 5-0 ball game.
Well, how do you beat the shift? You hit it over the shift, of course. You can't play guys up at the sky, so he lifts this one up and out of here.
Striding in for the Rockies, Trevor Story. His previous history with Ross Stripling. He's a .333 hitter. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Taylor is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Next for Colorado.
Settling in now, David Dahl. And he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far. He's set. Here it comes. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. To his right, Muncy. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
Now batting, third baseman.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Nolan Arenado. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a swing and a ground ball. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
This is chopped down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Oh, break out the tape measure. That one is long gone. Nolan Arenado touches them all. As they pile on, it's now 6-0. Well, that was this lineup's 3rd homer of the game.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
The first baseman, number 9, Daniel.
Standing in now, Daniel Murphy. Swing, and this is also hit well. Out to deep center. Boom goes the dynamite. A solo shot there for Daniel Murphy as this lead swells to 7-0.
The batter, number 24, second baseman.
Stepping in now, Ryan McMahon. Oh, could it be 3 in a row? And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what. Work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches, but when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it. And that's just what he does. He jumped all over it.
Into the box now, Ian Desmond fouled off. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. 3 runs already home here. Swing and a drive. How to get that one? You'll need a 50-foot ladder to make the catch. A no-doubt home run. So a 2-run shot to left center, his 2nd of the game, as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Now batting, number 58.
Into the box, number 58. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Chasing after it is Taylor. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Another good inning for the Rockies, and Blake Street might be beckoning for one or two of this bunch.